One of the biggest mistakes that business owners make is believing that because they're an expert at one thing, that they could be successful in business. Well, I submit to you that expertise is not an ingredient for business success. You see, we spent so many years in a system in education that teaches us to be so good at our craft. For example, doctors are so great at doctoring, lawyers are good at lawyering, and accountants are great at accounting. So people are really good at their thing, but they're not necessarily good in business. They're not really good at the sales and the marketing of a business. So while they're really good at the thing that they do, they have never been taught how to bring in people to do that thing with. You see, so once you have figured out who you want to work with, and you have figured out what the problem it is, the solution that you have that solves their problem, and how to move them from problem to progress, how to move them from being in challenge to being a champion, how to move them from adversity to advancement, the next thing that you need to look at is lead generation. Lead generation is simply, how do I bring in those people? How do I get the business so that I can have someone to do the thing that I'm really good at doing with? Right, so my name is Grace Lee, and what I want to share with you today are 3 principles that are going to be the master key to lead generation, to bringing in clients so that you can do your thing with. The first principle is this: lead generation is not needs declaration. You see, a lot of business owners and companies love to talk about themselves. They talk about where they're at. They talk about their mission, their values. They talk about their products and their services. You see, the thing is, someone who comes and listens to that message, what they will receive from that is that you need them to believe in it. And people don't care about your product. They don't care about you or your business until they know that you can solve a problem for them. Until they know that you can give them the result that they're looking for, they will not have ears to listen to you. So talk about that problem. Talk about the solution. Talk about how you are going to help them to give them the outcomes that they want, because that's all they care about anyway. So that's the first principle. The second principle is that perception is important. Right? Positioning is important. They will not lead generation. You cannot generate leads until you are in the lead. You see, every single one of us, regardless of our background and our training, we walk around with an image of a ladder in our minds with 10 rungs to it. And every person that we meet, no matter if we meet them for the first time or not, we're going to assign them a rung on that ladder. And so the rungs on the ladder represents their level of their level of influence. If they believe that you have a greater influence than they are, then they will put you at a higher rung in the ladder. You see, perception, it's all about perception. This ladder doesn't really exist, but whether or not you believe this or not, you have to work with it because they have this in their minds. And so you have to be able to be in the lead and talk like, walk like, present like you are a leader. And they will follow you for one of 3 reasons only. People will follow you if they perceive that you can teach them something they don't already know. They will also follow you if they perceive that you can take them somewhere that they cannot go by themselves. And thirdly, they will follow you if they think that you are someone that they want to become. Right? So that's the second principle. The third principle is the golden rule of lead generation. And here it is. The golden rule is that you must give first before you can get. You know, so many people think about what can I get from them that they forget that it's not about what you can give from them, it's about what you can give to them. So you want to become what's called an asset of value. And you want to create value that's so great up front that they would have happily paid for it, except for one catch, is that you're giving it away for free. Yes, you heard me correctly. You have to give away your best content for free. And how do you know what's the best content? It's when you know that you have something that you could have charged money for, except you gave it away for free. And see, here's what this does. When someone consumes that content, when they consume it, they must receive a transformation in their lives so great that they will think to themselves automatically that, wow, if I got this for free, imagine what I could get if I paid for their services. And then what you do is you let that thing that you gave away for free, you let that thing do the selling for you. So if you understand these 3 principles and you master these principles right now in your business, you will not have any problems generating leads for your business and filling a pipeline of ready and qualified clients who are eager and already pre-sold to work with you.